Let's go ahead and take a look at the matchup in the first semi-final. We're going to see this evening. It's between Team New Wave and Team Atos. Absolute killers, top to bottom on both sides. We'll introduce them as we go. For the first time tonight, your MC for these proceedings is Michael C. Williams.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to day 2 here in Las Vegas. So, it's time to give away $1 million to the top team in the world, and it's time to make history by giving away $100K in the women's tournament. Again, good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us here at the Thomas & Mack Center, and welcome to CJI 2. It's benefiting the Fair Fight Foundation live and free, just like Craig wants it, worldwide on YouTube. In our modified quintet-style format, our teams will duel. They will feature individual matches set for 1 round, 8 minutes or less. And now, the time has come. We have 4 elite teams remaining. This is your first in the semifinal round. As we introduce first out of the blue corner, he is one of the top competitors and champions in Brazilian jiu-jitsu history. He leads the team. Would you please welcome the coach from Team Atos, Andre Galvão.
Well, Andre Galvão, you heard him earlier, not usually happy with his team performance yesterday. He wanted them to push harder. He's already let us know tonight that with that $50,000 per submission bonus on the line, his athletes are absolutely chomping at the bit to get into the CJI pit tonight.
And now, out of the red corner, we welcome one of the most respected coaches and grappling minds in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Would you please welcome the coach from Team New Wave, John Danaher.
And again, John Danaher, you see, just taking a moment before coming out with his team in their locker room to collect themselves for this battle this evening. John Danaher, one of the most significant innovators and coaches in jiu-jitsu for the last 15 years here, and he knows what's at stake tonight. He's got his master tactician brain on. Let's see who he's going to send out first against these Atos warriors.
We can guess who it is. We can guess who it is based on who stood next to him in the corner.
And if you're with us day 1 yesterday, you know the reveal happens right as the coaches enter the pit. So now we'll go to the blue corner first to have Coach Galvão reveal the first athlete coming into the pit to compete in our first semifinal team duel. Coach, do you have your first athlete selected? Do. Would you tell me the name, please?
Kynan, Duarte.
Perhaps you heard, folks who are sitting. Jocko heard it. First up into the pit, out of the blue corner, would you please welcome the 4-time ADCC champion for Team Atos, Kynan Duarte.
So Team Atos go to the well at -99 first, guys. Kynan Duarte looking to make amends tonight.
Yeah, he didn't have the best showing yesterday. Struggled a little bit with the smaller figure of Owen Jones. He's definitely going to want to have a very different performance today. We're going to see a different Kynan for sure.
It's a great opening choice. Send out the hammer right off the bat. I like it.
And now we check in with the coach in the red corner. Mr. Danaher, do you have your first athlete selected?
Vagner.
Thank you, sir. We have our matchup, and it's going to be a great one to kick off day 2 here at CJI 2. For Team New Wave. Out of the red corner, we'll welcome the ADCC silver medalist, also an ADCC bronze medalist, do Brasil. Would you please welcome, competing at 88 kilograms, Vagner Rocha.
Well, the spoiler, the veteran on this squad, Vagner Rocha, without one tooth, I might add.
All right, I think that they pulled a little switcheroo on us right there because Melky Calvo is in the corner next to John Danaher. That, for me, I was absolutely certain we were going to see Mika come out first, but no, it's Vagner, and we saw him have a really tough match yesterday with Elijah Dorsey. That's going to be very interesting because, you know, Vagner is just so tough.
Settle the tape for your opening bout this evening between Team New Wave and Team Atos. 43-year-old Vagner Rocha giving up about 10 kilos to the much younger, I mean, we say it every time, 27 years old. It's amazing that Kynan Duarte is that young with 4 ADCC titles and multiple IBJJF world titles under his belt. But this could be grueling, it could be tough, and this one could turn into a real scrap.
If you want anybody to go up against Kynan first round, Vagner is a very solid choice indeed.
Well, Wagner's no question about it. He's the stopper on the team. Whoever you send out there, you gotta expect that they're not gonna be able to put Vagner away.
No, he's so durable. He's so hard to submit. And, you know, he's a nasty, nasty man. He's got very, very good attacks of his own. Kynan's going to have to be careful. And Vagner is not going to make it a pretty fight.
So 8 minutes on the clock if they need them. Black rash guard for Kynan Duarte, white rash guard for Vagner Rocha. And expect a bit of work on the feet here. I don't really expect either of these guys to pull guard early.
No, the difference between these two characters as well is that Kynan is kind of a little bit of a notorious as a slow starter. You know, he's slow and steady. He's got some great explosion when necessary, but he usually is the kind of guy who likes to feel his way into a match, whereas Vagner is gritty from the get-go.
Yeah, Wagner's the same pace, the same intensity from the moment you slap hands the first time.
I got to say, guys, considering, you know, how many people these guys have each fought, it's amazing. I don't think they've met before.
I don't think so, no. I mean, Vagner has been around for a hot minute, that's for sure, but yeah, you're right. Oh, look at the arm drag from Kynan. And landing in a great smash pass style position here.
Good opening play for Kynan. I mean, you couldn't have hoped for anything better.
Oh,
ending up in the top of mount less than 2 minutes in.
Yeah, a bit of fancy knee work there to get up to mount, and he's looking to work that right arm of Vagner Rocha up, make it uncomfortable for him.
Now here comes the question. If this turns into a long battle here from the mount, which it's almost certainly going to, if Kynan does his job well, and if Vagner can't escape, he's trying to cook him and get to this arm triangle or a back exposure, and it gets too slow for the referees, who does the call go to?
Yeah, great point. We're going to see stalling calls from these positions. I mean, in regular quintet, we definitely do. And we hadn't seen it yesterday in CJI too, but it's very possible.
Yeah, it's a tough one, right? Because the onus is really on Vagner to try and escape, and appreciate that might leave him a little bit vulnerable. Kynan, of course, we'd like to see him advance position as well.
He's got that elbow up way higher now. He's getting good separation between Wagner's right elbow and the torso. This could be the beginning of a potential head and arm choke, but there's multiple attacks from here.
And Brandon, having your arm isolated above your head for that long, for some of our newer viewers, perhaps, just how fatiguing, how compromising is that?
It definitely can be, but a lot of it depends on how much tension that Wagner's giving back to him right here. If Wagner's, look, my elbow's already isolated, it's already stuck up beside my head. If you get too tense right there, you're gonna cook yourself. But you see that Vagner is constantly turning to face the trap of the arm triangle. He's not quite flat on his back.
Oh, look
there's
at
the back take, and that's the consequence of not being flat on your back.
He's got the body triangle, and he's already got one arm across the face there for a second.
Well, Vagner Rocha having to fight the work up top here, and of course, if Kynan stays busy with the handiwork up by the head, it's very hard for Vagner Rocha to even think about addressing that body triangle.
Yeah, this is a very different Kynan from what we saw yesterday. You know, he was so cagey in approaching Owen Jones's guard. That quick arm drag to the takedown to the pass, and now attacking position across the face.
Oh, Vagner Rocha turned quickly, and he's trying to fight.
He's gonna go palm to palm, D-Sev right here.
That's tight.
Little short
That's
throw.
real tight.
Oh, Wagner Rocha trying to lift it up.
See the pressure on the face
behind his shoulder.
You'll have to kill him. You'll have to kill him.
Yeah, I mean, pushing up on the elbow, try and take away some of that pressure. But Kynan's got a huge squeeze.
Wagner Rocha has almost never been submitted in 140-odd professional matches. And he lives to fight another day, but there's still 4 minutes left, guys.
You got to be special to take out Vagner Hosha, that's for sure. I mean, Kynan's definitely capable, but just a look at Wagner's rear naked choke defense right there gives you an idea of how tough it is to put him away.
This is mean. Kynan giving Vagner Hosha a taste of his own medicine with the muffler there.
Yeah, that's Wagner's one of his signatures, right? And that's what Kynan's got to do. You know, you want to beat Vagner, you got to beat him in his own game. It's hard to finesse him.
You know, and let's not forget, Brandon, he's squeezing this body triangle the whole time.
Yeah, well, I don't know how much that Kynan's actually squeezing the body triangle, because he knows he can't just sit there and squeeze it forever and expect to hold control. But he's definitely squeezing it enough that he can keep that position for a long time. And that is incredibly taxing as the clock winds down on Vagner Hosha.
I think it gives you an idea of how tight the back control is, that you just see that Wagner's not able to kind of try and get his shoulders to the mat and sort of try and turn into him.
Here we go.
Kynan's glued to his back right now, chest to back.
Yeah, constantly adjusting that body triangle where that hook placement is, trying to keep the locked knee and foot on the top side of the body.
A lot of that is because of the survival position that Wagner's choosing to approach this with. He's planting his feet on the floor, driving weight back. Kynan is choosing to answer that with a body triangle. So they're both locked into position right here, and it's just a grunt now. As he starts to get up on his side, he has to change that body triangle. So anytime the movement starts,
Now we see the beginning of a possible head and arm.
He's stuck in this between ground here. This is where the Rotolo team lives, between the back take and the arm triangle.
Yeah, let's see if he can get right behind that shoulder blade. Vagner Hosha trying to keep that shoulder down and away from his neck.
Man, Andre Galvao is almost on the edge of the... He's almost in the pit. He's right up on the edge of the pit ramp there. And Kynan's right in front of his coaching corner.
It's been about 3.5 minutes or more that Vagner Hosha has survived this onslaught from Kynan Duarte. And, you know, at what point, guys, with the submission bonus and staying on the mat, on the line, does Kynan Duarte just
he's going? I thought he was going to the truck for a second.
Looked like it, right?
I thought he was going to try to hit a truck roll and go to the calf crush or something. That was cool, but nice response from Vagner.
Yeah, great recovery.
A wry smile from Kynan Duarte here as he steps over that hook. Guard retention from Hosha, who's going to get a chance to try and compose himself here. I'm a little surprised that Kynan's not immediately turning the tempo up again.
Yeah, he's a methodical passer. You know, he really likes to weigh on his opponents and kind of crush them a little bit.
He's putting a lot of pressure on that bottom hook of Wagner's. Wagner's got it in on the hip, but the foot is closer to his face than his knee is, so it's putting probably a good bit of pressure on that LCL on the outside. I know that's a position Vagner is comfortable with. Got to be careful when a big guy like Kynan's leaning in on that spot.
Yeah, time is ticking away. We're going to get into the final minute here, and this is the territory where we see the Hail Marys. We maybe see the falling footlocks from the top position.
The way that Wagner's got his arm through that leg as well, I think he's thinking about that calf crush.
I think you're right.
Hit last year.
He's looking to be Sean Roberts out here.
Oh, good flexibility for the 43-year-old. Constantly replacing that low side hook. Moving into the final 30 seconds. This is definitely going to be a moral victory for Vagner Hosha if he survives the next 30 here.
We're seeing Kynan set up a guillotine as well. Guillotine is basically his #1 attack. He briefly had like a wrap of the head there, but Wagner's back out, and as we expect, he gets long distance. He starts kicking from bottom.
Oh, there we go. Duarte sits back for the straight footlock. Easy defense for Vagner Hosha, who comes back to the feet.
Wagner comes out and does his job for Team New Wave. He's the stopper, and he takes the big hammer off the stage.
Yeah, it wasn't for lack of trying, though. Kynan Duarte almost half the match in a phenomenally dominant position and not able to put the old man to sleep.
Shows how durable Vagner Hosha is.
We said that when he was announced, right? Like, there's almost no way that Vagner Hosha gives up a submission for Team New Wave. Take a look at some of the... well, let's take a look at the team roster here, and there, Kynan Duarte, Vagner Hosha, double elimination for the 8 minutes expiring. Which means both teams are going to be sending out a new, fresh athlete. Look at the replays here, guys. Talk us through some of the action.
Well, I thought this was the end right here. He had him all the way down, bellied out. Dude, body triangle on the strong side, had the gable grip ready to kill, but Vagner able to turn it over get that body triangle to the bottom side, took a little of the power away from that driving gable grip. Finds a way, man. Wagner's tough, dude. 8 minutes? Come on, you ain't getting Wagner out of here.
So just a reminder, folks, they have 90 seconds between matches. We'll get 2 new people out. You see that hard count in the top right-hand corner of your screen. Shot in the locker rooms there. You can try and decide for yourself who might be making their way out next. Ha! I just saw who it's going to be for Atos, but I'm not going to spoil it for you.
I think we can guess who it is for New Wave as well.
The first in the blue corner. Our next athlete, a multiple-time IBJJF champion, an ADCC silver medalist in 22, a CJI 1 semifinalist. He's at 88 kilograms. Team Atos welcomes Lucas Hulk Barbosa.
Lucas Barbosa was number 1 out last night. Tonight, guys, number 2.
Yeah, Lucas is a great choice. Very capable, very experienced. Another very tough competitor indeed, as are all of the Atos guys.
And now out of the red corner, we welcome an IBJJF Grand Slam winner in 2024, the ADCC champion at 77 kilograms in 2024, one of the pound-for-pound best. Tonight at 77 kilograms, he's the wild card for Team New Wave. Please welcome Mika Galvao.
Well, Hal, you thought it was going to be number 1. You get your wish now in number 2. Mika Galvao, hopefully trying to put on a show here. These guys have fought before, but it was in a gi, and Mika Galvao took the win by submission.
Yes, he did, and that was a couple of years ago when Mika was still on the come-up, so it goes to show how capable and how dangerous Mika is. I think this is a really interesting match. I really wanted to see this no-gi. I'm very happy with seeing it now.
Teletape for this one. Young gun indeed, 22-year-old Mika Galvao giving up 10 kilos, about 22.5 pounds, to Lucas Barbosa. Barbosa coming through a tough match against Pavel Jaworski yesterday on Team Europe. Lots of celebrities in attendance here tonight. Sugar Sean O'Malley sitting pit side here in the Thomas & Mack. Happy to have him in attendance.
Mika, you ready? Lucas, you ready?
Tyler Tomlinson is your referee for this one. Black for Lucas Barbosa, white for Mika Galvao. The 2 Brazilians are going to scrap now.
I predict a fast start. I don't think Mika's gonna kind of approach this one coolly, calmly like he did yesterday.
Well, guys, we talked about it a little bit.
Energy right away.
Yeah.
It was perhaps a little bit of a slow one for Mika Galvao yesterday.
It was, yeah. You know, he was trying to deal with the technical difficulties that DeAndre was posing, and he didn't really make a mark on that match. Hulk yesterday was different. You know, he was putting all kinds of pressure on Pavel Jaworski. Very different match for him.
Mika rolled his ankle a little bit right there. When Hulk reached down to snatch that single, Mika rolled his ankle in the front just a little bit. I don't know if it affected him too much. He might have them strong ankles. That would have put me down.
Well, both guys went to decisions yesterday in the first day of CJI, and good feint from Barbosa, draws the errant sprawl from Galvao.
That's usually Mika's game. He usually gets his opponents to do that. I mean, we know that obviously Mika is a very solid physical athlete as well, but you don't get much stronger or much more solid pound for pound than Lucas Hulk. I mean, the name kind of gives it away, right? Incredibly strong, incredibly tough, but I think Mika's going to have to finesse it a little bit. Oh, on the neck.
Jumping on the neck. Yeah, look, both these guys dialed in. Their eyes have not moved an inch off each other. They've clashed foreheads a couple of times. A lot of very hard things, and a good single from Barbosa. He tries to follow up here, but Galvao immediately on that scoop of the arm.
Better watch this triangle.
And Mika is very, very good at snagging arms. His arm lock attacks are probably the best in the world right now. He can hit them from all kind of places.
I've genuinely never understood how he gets as sticky as he does in no-gi on those grips.
Yeah, absolutely. He's able to just pull out arm bars from weird positions a lot of other people just can't seem to do. It's a genuine talent of his. Lucas is going to have to be disciplined with his hand positioning and keeping his elbows nice and tight against his body.
Through the first couple of minutes here, Barbosa's done a great job of earning top position here.
That's the physicality.
Oh, Hulk right back in, though. Gives up his head in the process, and he don't care about that. Shook him right out of there.
They had a little clash of heads as well, but you love to see. Yeah, I think we've opened a cut up here.
Just real quick, just clean up.
I don't think Mika Galvao wants to slow down and stop. I think he likes that higher tempo.
Doesn't want to kind of lose that rhythm or momentum that he's been building.
You know what? Bang some tape on it. Let's get going.
I don't even think it's a cut. It just looks like a little scratch. I think we're good to go.
Where's the cut now? Oh.
He's wiping it. He's just trying to say, don't worry. But head wounds are gonna bleed a little as we move on. They might have to just check. Yeah, see, our referee enforcing the law, saying we do have to take a look at it.
We're good. Straight back in. Let's get it going.
Okay, keep going the way you guys are going. Time it.
We're back underway. 5:40 on the clock. Close match so far. Most significant action, though, the takedown of Barbosa. So just a reminder, under this modified quintet rule set, in the event that the last match of this duel would go to a draw, we would then go to judges' scorecards on all the matches that went the distance. So there is still all to play for, as well, of course, as that $50,000 submission bonus.
Mika testing the arm drag against Hulk's own grip.
When you see Mika going heavy on the head and those kind of like over-the-top collar grips and such, that's kind of like where he goes for the flying arm bars. He's also got a really, much like Adelfo Norito, you let him get an overhook on your arm, oh, you're in trouble.
That's what happened to PJ at who's number one.
Yeah, snagged that one from nowhere.
That's crazy.
Thing is, of course, Hulk's going to be hyper aware of that. It's no secret what Mika's strongest weapons are. Halfway, almost.
Yeah, Mika Galvao, well over 100 matches, just in the kind of professional chunk of his career, let alone all the time he spent through the juvenile divisions, just absolutely dispatching people left and right. Of course, he took gold last year at ADCC 24. And of course, he was the IBJJF Grand Slam winner, the Super Grand Slam winner.
Yeah, and what that means is that he won the gold medal at the European, the Pan, the Brazilian National, and the World Championships, all in the same season.
This is both your official warning. Stop with the mercy fingers. Let's go. Either wrestle or what do you guys got to do? But you got to work to a better position, and you got to work to a submission. You guys understand? You got it? All right.
So referees saying not enough action here. You can't just hand fight back and forth. 3:45 on the clock.
I do feel like that restart.
Wow.
And there, still on the hunt. Oh, Barbosa ends up on top of the madness.
6 ground ball. I definitely feel like that cut reset earlier kind of took them out of their rhythm a little bit, took them a while to find it again, but the words from our referee seem to have helped.
Yeah, Galvao initiated, or sorry, Barbosa initiated. Galvao countered a couple of times. Barbosa able to end the scramble on top position here, and Galvao looking for an overhook on that right side.
Yeah, Mika's got an absolutely savage close guard. He's just able to shoot his legs and his hips up so quickly to get the arm. You've got to be so careful with it.
Opening his guard here, inviting that kind of under-over passing from Barbosa, the kind that happens to put one arm in and one arm out and put you in a bit of danger.
Hulk's actually really solid from that position. I mean, he used it against some phenomenal guard players in his time, including, you know, the late great past now, Leandro Lowe, was able to shut down phenomenal guards like that. So he's strong in this position.
We also know, as of CJI last year, that he'll throw some crazy positions from this with his leg lock win over Joseph Chen last August.
He's got to be careful. He can't let Mika cut an angle, but the angles that Mika can cut, because his head's up against the wall, are a little bit more limited, or quite a bit more limited. Yeah, so as long as Hulk cuts the angle over to his right, I think he's probably going to be okay.
So much harder to have good hip mobility just when your head is elevated a couple of inches off the mat. And what's Galvao got here? Let's have a look.
He's got a shoulder crunch, but the mat...
That's what I'm saying. As long as Hulk keeps moving to his right, I think he's going to be okay right there. What he's got to be careful of is cutting over here to this opposite side and leaving that arm lock.
Oh, the pit wall did him a favor there, folks.
Did. I mean, that's good awareness from Hulk, you know.
Yo, check out Milky Galval got an actual megaphone right there. He's talking into a megaphone down on top of the athletes. They're right in front of him.
Sure, one of our photographers will snag a great shot of that.
Somebody got to get that shot for the ground. That's a good one.
I feel like we should see a reset here. I feel like, you know, stuck in this closed guard position, I almost feel like this is a great opportunity to reset the position and start again.
Well, this is what I was asking John at the beginning. Like, what is it that triggers this? You know, like, if it's... is it the crowd? Do we wait for the crowd to tell us they're bored, or is there like a trigger that tells us when the starts?
There it is. Reset.
Yeah, we got a minute.
This got to be the equivalent of a grappling shot clock, you know? That's rough. That's a rough call. But I mean, Hulk did spend a long time with his head buried in the center. Wasn't advancing position that much. Now,
but he had him pinned up against the side of the...
Wait, hang on a second. So what we've also got to consider is that means it's a point deduction as well.
Yeah.
So even if Barbosa wins this on the judges' scorecards, it can still only be 9-9.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what, I bet you people quit stalling now.
Right.
That's a serious penalty, bro. You just got the top position taken away from you. You lost a point, if it comes down to it.
Mika's
and now you got Mika Galval mounted on top of you as a consequence. That's a serious penalty. Hey, somebody had to eat the first one. I don't know, you know, I don't know if I like the way it went. He had him pinned up against the
I mean, it's particularly tough for Barbosa, right? Because you got to stay on balance.
Yeah.
He's probably winning.
Galval is furious, slamming his bottle of water to the mat in protest. He's really unhappy with that.
He's walking away, dude. You're right.
Hulk is going to survive, but the decision really has to go one way now in this match.
Oh, Barbosa trying to get some effort in late, and he's complaining to the referee.
Professor! Hey, this is bullshit!
Andre Galval not happy, but look, that is the rule here, right? They got their first official. Take a look at both these guys scratched out for double elimination. The first warning was given to both of them. That is your first official warning. On second, you lose position to bottom half guard, and the match can only be, well, you lose a point. Right?
Galval is furious talking to the referee right now in the corner. He is extremely annoyed with that call.
Well, he's annoyed because not only does he not like what happened as a consequence for his own team, he feels that it should have went the opposite direction. Like, not only is it not good for us, it should have been good for us, right? Like,
yeah, double elimination, but very clear that on the judges' scorecards, Kynan definitely took that first match. Now, there's no question after the point deduction, at very best, it's a 9-9, because you could say that Lucas had the better moments, but after the reset, you know, with Mika's mount, makes it clearly a 10-8 now, I would say.
Wow. That's
yeah,
tough.
that's if Mika took it on the scorecards. Otherwise, we've got a 9-9.
Has to have.
I don't know.
After the mount, after the pass to the mount.
He gave up two takedowns as well.
But the pass to the mount, I'd say that's got to be a...
From a position he was given.
It's got to be a...
We'll talk about this more. Michael C. Williams, introduce the two next athletes.
And now we'll welcome again two brand new athletes to the pit. First out of the blue corner, we'll bring in the wild card, the six-time IBJJF World Champion, the 2024 ADCC silver medalist at 66 kilograms. Please welcome Diego Pato Oliveira.
Diego Pato Oliveira comes in for Team Atos. Ended in a draw yesterday in his match, guys.
And his opponent out of the red corner, the ADCC silver medalist in 2024, competing at plus 99 kilograms, Team New Waves, Luke Griffith.
Oh, and we get our first significant size mismatch of this night, Luke Griffith. He went to a draw yesterday, folks. He's got a chance to snag us up here with a huge weight advantage.
The biggest guy on New Wave going up against the smallest guy from Atos.
And we'll see if that $50,000 sub bonus comes into play right here. We were talking about these big boys versus the little guys matchups being the spot where that really might come into play.
Tail of the tape for this one. Luke Griffith, 24 years old, 26 years old, Brazilian. Diego Pato Oliveira. And look at the weight difference, 40 kilos, 88 pounds on this one. And as we get this one started, let's go ahead and find Alex Wendling with a report on this match.
It's not on this match, it's on the one that we just saw, but Coach Andre in the corner right now, he was infuriated with the ref. They're actually beginning to talk again right now. But earlier, Andre's argument was for Lucas Barbosa defending the leg. He was infuriated when that point was taken. He said that he was defending the leg, and the ref just said before that he was doing nothing, and that's where the point came from. But now he says just focus on this upcoming match, and it's going to be an interesting one when you got Diego Pato versus Luke Griffith online.
Yes, thank you, Alex. Top position for Griffith. Pato pulling guard quickly, guys.
Yeah, no surprise. Pato's going to play from bottom. He's going to try and get a leg. Luke is very big. He's a huge heavyweight. Not just heavy, but tall and long as well.
But he's a huge heavyweight who has lost to 66-kilogram athletes before.
Yeah,
That's
like
right.
that, like
Teammate Dorian Olivares,
Yep.
IBJJF Nogi Worlds at a brown belt.
Ooh, knee to the mouth. Luke caught one to the chin right there.
he's certainly trying to make the weight and stature presence felt early here.
Man, Luke's passing is pretty interesting. He's going side to side quite a lot.
Just sliding Pato across the map.
A lot of forward pressure, too.
You know, we did touch on it a little bit yesterday.
Nice, good off balance.
We did touch on it a little bit yesterday. Sometimes the size disparity can be a little bit hard for the big guys.
Oh, look at that!
Sweet brother!
Oh, brother!
That was beautiful. Little lasso in the bicep, came underneath the hips, off balance at just the right moment, came on top.
Oh,
nice
back
work from
step,
Diego
turn in the
Pato.
corner.
Yeah, trying to long step around Pato on top here. And Griffith, because he has a good guard game and a good leg lock game, is accepting the bottom position here.
Hey, don't sleep on Pato's passing, though, because, you know, came from the Cicero Costa camp originally, then spent many years at Unity. Oh, the
look at
back
it go to the
take.
back.
And now at AOJ in Costa Mesa, California. He's trained with some of the best guard passes in the world.
And here's the difference, the pace he can put on over this 8 minutes.
Oh, but there's the size of trade coming to play. Just easy wrestle up for Luke Griffith.
I was about to say, this is only happening because Luke's choosing to play his guard.
Yeah, he
But
felt
Luke's
it.
going to be careful about how he engages in the guard now, because that pressure gave Pato the opportunity to sweep.
Yeah,
Well, as soon as, I'm sorry, John, as soon as Luke put weight down on him, in any way, he was off balanced. I mean, his nose hit the dirt instantly on that sweep.
Oh, looking to lace it up here is Pato.
Oh, he lost the bear trap. He missed it. He's giving his back. This is bad.
Yeah, Luke Griffith trying to get both hooks in. He's got body triangle with the arm trapped. What an opportunity for Luke
Diego
Griffith.
Pato. Punches that arm across the front of the face for the rear naked. The switches sides.
The South African looking to get the finish here.
It's
And
over.
Luke
$50,000
for
50K.
gets the first submission of the night here at CJI 2.
That is $50,000 richer.
What a finish for Luke Griffith. Used the size, used the weight, and puts Team New Wave up 1-0. Look here at the finish, guys. Nice, easy textbook squeeze. Didn't even need to get under the neck with the size difference.
All academic. Once you get Luke Griffith on your back and he locks those big arms around your neck, it's trouble.
So a look at look at the card there. Team Atos, they have Felipe Pena or Ronaldo Jr. left. And Andre Galvao has got a tough decision over who do you send out to face the plus 99 man.
Only 2 minutes 38 of that match. What a match it was.
A lot of action. Luke Griffith recuperating in the corner there, about 30 seconds. He's going to find out who he's facing. Guys, which way would you go? Ronaldo Jr. or Felipe Pena if you're Andre Galvao?
Personally, I would choose Pena. Pena's already got a win over Luke Griffith, and I think that's the strongest one. You know, you bring him out, he can take out Griffith, and then he can go head-to-head with whoever's next, be it Giancarlo Bodoni or Dorian Olivares.
Let's go ahead, find Michael C. Williams. This is your next athlete. Yeah.
And now, to enter the pit in the blue corner. In 2017, he was the ADCC Absolute Champion. In 2024, the plus 99 champion. Please welcome the wild card from Team Atos, competing at plus 99. This is Felipe Pena.
Well, you guys called it. Felipe Pena is up now, and as you mentioned how they fought before, it was the final of ADCC last year, and it was a rear-naked choke win for the Brazilian. Tail tape for this one, both men at plus 99 kilos in the heavyweight division. A little bit more the senior is Felipe Pena. Of course, he's been around a lot longer. Much more substantial overall resume, but all is even in terms of weight. Luke Griffith, let's find out how fatigued he was through that opening stanza.
Luke, you ready? Felipe, you ready? Let's fight.
8 minutes on the clock if they need them. And guys, if you're Pena, you've already got a submission win. You may be licking your lips here a little bit.
Oh, Pena's going to be confident for sure, but he knows how dangerous Luke Griffith is, and Luke's only gotten better since the last time they fought. But look at that. Pena immediately drags Luke Griffith down to the mat.
Oh, he's going to the back early.
And that is Pena's best attacking
Oh,
position.
my God.
Oh, Felipe Pena, body triangle on the side here.
He's got to drag him back in or switch to the arm triangle. He's going back to the mount with it.
He jumps on top.
He's still cooking.
Less than 30 seconds, and he's already in an amazing attacking position. This is bad news for Luke
He's
Griffith.
looking to go gift wrap, now possibly head and arm.
It's going to have to be this arm triangle, unless the angle changes. This is tight.
I mean, this is great for Atos.
He might get this, guys.
Yeah, if he can do this with
survived.
expending very little energy as well, getting it done this quickly.
He actually went to kind of a Noki Ezekiel from the back there from a second. It wasn't a straight cut at Katami because you see the Luka turns.
The smother as well. He's trying to make it rough, but Griffith has rolled his
Luke
way
back
out.
in the
Busts his
game.
way back on top.
Beautiful recovery from Griffith there on top. Way better position now. And Felipe's not hanging on to that close guard. Look, he is already opening and looking to get to work.
Well, guys, we heard your complaints from the show yesterday. Craig Jones answering with the 50K bounties. And it has spurred the action here. Luke Griffith with a shot at the back now.
Oh, look at the turn from Pena. Out of that seatbelt on top, north-south. We got a great match in our hands, and we're not even 2 minutes in.
Yeah, we're only through a minute and a half here, and these guys are leaving it all out there, burning the oxygen in those big heavyweight muscles quickly.
And it was a short match
right here, man.
It was only a short match for Luke Griffith, but it was a high-paced match.
Yeah, right. His heart rate was definitely up there.
Absolutely, and Pena's coming in completely fresh.
You know, Felipe Pena yesterday, a tough match against the Pole, Marcin Mikulowicz, ended in a draw. That eliminated him. Very different complexion to how all these athletes have started tonight.
Pena's put very, very heavy pressure on. He's got his belly on top of Luke's chest. It's going to kind of affect his breathing a little bit.
There it was. Look at that beautiful play that he made with his right arm to intercept the underhook. That was just like flawless, tiny jiu-jitsu that you might missed. Go back and watch that sometime, kid. That was just gorgeous.
Luke's in a better defensive position now. He's managed to get his elbows back in against his body. You can see that kind of Felipe Pena's got linked his hands together, and he's using his right forearm almost like a pry bar to try and bring the elbow away from the body.
Well, Felipe Pena, he's got all to play for here. Atos down to their final 2 combatants in this team duel, and they trail 1 submission to none.
Way harder to jack that elbow up while the hand is trapped on the inside like that. But if you do manage to get it up there, the shoulder starts to feel super compromised. So that
He's
could...
getting it higher. Look at this.
Oh, now the hand's starting to pop out of there. That's going to open up the arm triangle opportunity a little more.
You know, Felipe Pena as well, he's probably not burning a whole lot of energy maintaining this position. There's not a lot of active defense right now from Luke Griffith, so Pena just holding tight here.
Yeah, he's got heavy hips. He's got his chest to chest, and he's using his head as a tool as well.
He's given Luke an opportunity to pull his right elbow back down a little bit. free the space. He's trying to, you see what he's doing with the right hand there? He's punching through and touching the neck, just trying to goad him into a reaction.
Well, that left arm of Griffith is inching up higher.
There it is. Now that space is going to stay sucked out. That elbow connection, he's not getting that back, not for free. Luke draping the right elbow across the hip, just ready to intercept the hip with his frame.
Oh, well,
tries to make a big turn.
Yeah, there's an attempt at getting out. He's recovered the arm a little bit, but Pena walking it straight back up. Yeah.
Luke got to be careful he doesn't give up that second underhook on the other side as well.
Yeah, you think one arm isolated above the head is bad. Two is pretty much a death sentence.
Saved himself. That's what you got to do, man. You got to get that frame ready to intercept the hip and then bridge towards the arm triangle attempt. Hit a little 45-degree bridge and pull that elbow back to the inside.
Well, Luke Griffith is bridging here and there to try and find some sort of space, but Pena locked in and glued to the mat with him.
Nice. He punched the underhook through, and he's walked the arm up high again.
You got to figure that left arm is getting repeatedly fatigued now.
See that little bridge? Suck the elbow back to the inside.
It's back out again. Pena's relentless on it.
Still 3 minutes to work, though, so a lot of time.
Luke's feeling pretty chill right here, I think.
No, Pena's got his ear on the back of the tricep. This is the closest he's got to it.
Yeah, you got to wonder, though, is his left shoulder a little bit too high?
Oh, now when he pulled that elbow out of the frame, that's when you know he's starting to feel it a little bit. He's flattened out now. He's not bridging back into that same side anymore. Now Pena's a lot closer. Luke wants that frame back in.
Oh,
now he's trying to save himself. This
look at the color difference.
Becoming a real problem for Griffith.
The hand of Luke Griffith, that shows you the kind of pressure that arm is under.
All right, Felipe switched his grip. He's no longer in the mount. He's looking to scoop that arm, step over arm bar, possibly.
Possibly Kimura, and Griffith finds the mat with his back once more. He's safe for a little bit longer.
And let's think about this. If Luke can hang on another 2 minutes without getting submitted, that means the Team Atos only have one more guy, whereas New Wave have two waiting.
Luke Griffith has found his way out of trouble. Pena throws up a triangle, trying to go to a leg here. And this is where Pena's got to try and keep the tempo going. Griffith should be the more fatigued, and he easily finds his way down. North-south choke attempt.
Luke is cooked, man, but if he can survive and get, oh my God!
Step over for the mounted triangle as well. Armbar attempt from Pena. Trying to come back, it's coming in. He's bridging. Pena trying to take that arm home. Felipe Pena has evened the score for Team Atos and takes home $50,000.
Beautiful armbar submission from Felipe Pena in that match. Team Atos is still very much in the game.
The crowd are on their feet here at the Thomas & Mack. This one is coming down to the wire.
This is what we wanted, boys.
You know who they're going to send in next. We'll look at the replays here and we'll talk about it. Here's the finish.
Dude, he got it all the way behind the arm.
Luke did not want to tap. He did not want to tap to that. Felipe had to put everything into it. Massive hyperextension through the elbow.
Yeah, this is the thing, though. You know, whoever comes out the other side of this, you got to fight another match. And a reaction in the corner of Team Atos of Kynan in the recovery boots.
Yeah, that's a huge win for them.
What a team competition this is, and here's your choices, guys. You got to go Bodoni. With Pena potentially fatigued, what do you reckon?
Yeah, I think so. I think Bodoni's the best chance at withstanding Felipe Pena and taking him out for a double elimination.
Your other options, your 66-kilo guy in Dorian Olivares. Of course, Pena's tired. Olivares might be able to do some work with burning him with pace, but Bodoni...
He's capable of it.
Yeah, for sure. But Bodoni, you got a two-time ADCC champ against a potentially fatigued Felipe Pena.
I was saying before all this started that I thought Bodoni was probably the key for New Wave, and I think this is where you send in Bodoni. Ask him to deliver.
Bodoni against...
Well, Michael C. Williams is going to let us know who it is. Two athletes to choose from for John Danaher.
And now, entering the pit out of the red corner, at 66 kilograms, we welcome the IBJJF Nogi World Champion, Team New Waves, Dorian Oliveira.
Oh.
So they went to 66 kilos.
I love it.
Sending in
I love it.
the fast-paced Dorian Oliveira.
Again, we got the smallest guy on Team New Wave going up against Atos' heavyweight, Felipe Pena. And look for the work rate, look for the pace, the pressure from Dorian Oliveira, and just the fearlessness. He is more than happy to go up against a big name like Felipe Pena.
Tape for this one. Let's have a look at, of course, the talking point. It is the 88-pound weight advantage for Felipe Pena. Obviously, he's the veteran. He's got a lot more experience, but you've got a young gun who's got a chance to take home an incredible amount of money against a guy who's just fought a pretty grueling 7-minute match. Oh, this is going to get awfully dicey, and as you said, Brandon, Giancarlo Bodoni is waiting in the wings as well.
I like that John chose chaos here. He made the chaos choice. I love it.
And look at that. Felipe's slow to come out of his corner, and Dorian's more than halfway across the mat, ready to get this started.
Yeah, let's see how fast he tries to cut an angle. Are we looking for like a sweep single or something like that?
He won't wait long.
Yeah, he's got to make this 90 seconds that Pena's had to... Oh, there we go, onto the single.
I don't think Pena minds that too much, though.
No,
he's totally trust his guard.
Absolutely. He's going to play it chill. I think if Felipe knows, you know, I'm going to have to... Oh, look at the nastiness from Dorian, the already hand in the face. But Felipe knows if I can just kind of chill, I can play my nice, calm, collected guard game, I can hold him off.
Right, this is where he's got to lean on the experience, the fight IQ, all the different scenarios he's seen in training. And Pena trying
Look
to
at
post
that balance by Dorian, dude. Felipe was just counting on, look, I'll just be able to stiff-arm this kid and sit him up. And Dorian's hips went airborne. He flipped him 3 times like a falling cat.
It's that folk-style wrestling background that he has.
I think the key for Pena, because you know he's probably going to play guard again, is using the legs to try and tire out Dorian, but snags the front head. Dorian's been there before. He knows all about that. More than happy to roll through and come on top.
What a lovely transition from Oliveira. Good double for him, looking for outside passing, and that's probably going to be the route here. He's got to go side to side.
That's his game.
A lot of dynamic movement. Pena trying to come up on a single.
Listen, dog, I don't care how big you are. It's hard to out-wrestle Dorian Oliveira.
Circle and snap, circle and snap.
Yeah, so John Danaher's calling for him to circle and snap.
Nice, and walking
out
the pit wall.
To mount. This is the wall work coming in, and Oliveira puts him down again. This is going to be a long 6 minutes for Felipe Pena.
And Dorian's going head first. Look at that. He's using the top of the head in the jaw and the face of Felipe Pena. That pressure is unreal.
Well, he's got to try and get behind him in all likelihood.
Careful with the head, Dorian. Dorian, careful with the head.
Dorian already got warned about how he's using his head.
Yeah, I mean, you can place it and you can push. You just can't strike with it. You know, he's got to be careful there's no impact in the or collision. Look at the way that he just deals with those frames, just pops the leg out of the way.
Well, this is nice. You just got to be careful when Pena goes to this quarter guard and holds on to nothing but the ankle. He likes to yank his leg out of there, and that can be a dangerous moment. All the way around this time. Nice save by Pena.
Yeah, Dorian had the hip blocked there for a moment. Like I said, the fearlessness, you know, there's no trepidation about going into Pena's guard.
Just take a look at the picture-in-picture replay for you there. He tried to climb up the mat and then drop down for the single. Really, or the double, really good wall wrestling from Oliveira, and he's got to the back here. He's got back exposure on Felipe Pena.
Lands off the side. Kind of a little bit of back exposure here. Pena's chilling, but he's got to be careful.
It's all square in submissions, and some of the, you're going to see a replay of some of the beautiful work of Oliveira. He's going around on top, and he's looking for a choke here. Pena's gone flat to the mat in defense.
Dorian's looking for it again.
He's going to use his hips, his ribs to try to turn the face away. If he can get that done a little bit earlier in his setup, he'll have a shot at that.
Still not at the halfway point just yet. Olivares dancing around on top, floating like a butterfly. Just to look up at the top, reminding you you've got Giancarlo Bodoni and Ronaldo Jr. waiting in the wings.
Oh, look at that hip work. Dorian's fine, man.
Yeah, this just looks like a training drill for him sometimes.
Careful.
Dorian just really takes the pressure off. I mean, he did there for a second, just a quick moment, and then he's straight back in. I mean, that's what breaks people. We saw it in his match yesterday, right? When he was up against, who was it he competed against?
It was Taylor Pearman.
Taylor Pearman, thank you. And, you know, he just, man, poured the pressure on the guard and had Taylor in all kinds of trouble. Couldn't get the finish, but...
Well, this is the beauty of this absolute format. You've got a 66-kilo guy absolutely terrorizing a heavyweight 99-kilo champion right now. It's good guard retention from Pena, but Olivares finds his way to side control.
Pena just unbothered by the whole thing, though.
Yeah,
You better start putting a little bit of respect down.
Scorecard, clearly Dorian, possibly even a 10-8.
Well, that's the danger, right, for Pena, and with the point deduction for Barbosa earlier, you know, this could either be new wave up or it could be all square after this match, and then you come down to Bodoni and Ronaldo Jr.
Into the mount. I mean, if this keeps going this way, you could even potentially see a 10-7.
I think with the lack of submission threat, it's going to be erring on the side of a 10-8.
Still got time to work for it, though.
That is true. Into the final 2 minutes. They're pinned against the wall down just in front of our commentary position in the corner of the pit here.
Interesting, Calval's saying to get out and to try and make a grip with his on Dorian's legs.
Let's go, Felipe. I know you're tired. You got to try to get escape.
Well, so the referee is warning Felipe Pena that he's the one who's got to actively try and move.
And Dorian's working.
I don't want to see Andre Gal's face if another stalling call comes in against Atos here.
Oh, man, if you lost a point, that would be bad.
Well, we haven't had a warning as of yet, so he's going to get one warning before that positional change and point deduction happens. And Olivares getting mean here.
Goodness. Could you imagine? That'd be so sick. They're grounding on his ear.
He's trying to get the wrist lock as well. Anything he can. He's trying to turn it into a real scrap, and he jumps free with the chin strap.
Wow, just floats over the top of the guard into the side control once again. And he's just disrespecting Felipe Pena at this point.
Yeah, that's going to be aggravating for sure, but we've only got 40 seconds left here.
Let's go, Felipe. You got to escape. Felipe, you got to escape, brother.
Oh, I thought he was going to drop an elbow on him there for a second, the way he circled out.
Yeah, he's trying to make it rough.
Pena's just jammed in the corner. There's absolutely nowhere to go for him.
I mean, I think you've got to go 10-8. You've got to go 10-8 on the scorecards here.
I don't see it any other way. This last 10 right now is really a formality. It's just, we're going to see the clock run down. But very, very clear to me after that double elimination that New Wave have a solid lead on the card, I would say.
I think it's close. It depends if you gave 10-8 to Kynan maybe earlier, but Olivares not able to get the submission. It was not for lack of trying, though. Felipe Pena hangs on through a grueling 8 minutes. The hard 90 count is on the clock, but as you see, the graphic on your screen here, we know who it's going to be. It's going to come down to two-time ADCC champ Giancarlo Bodoni taking on Nogi world champion Ronaldo Jr.
Yeah, all comes down to this last match now. I feel like Ronaldo's only chance to win this for Atos is by submission. And after what happened yesterday, I don't think Giancarlo's going to tap easy.
Absolutely not. And Bodoni's going to be carrying a fairly sizable weight advantage into this one. 2 weight classes separate them in the competition here. Final 30 seconds, and we're going to get these athletes announced in. Guys, this is only duel number 1. We've got duel number 2 coming up soon. B Team and Team Australasia.
Can't wait. Cannot wait.
Crowd having fun here. Well, Michael C. Williams is going to let you know who's up. You already know, but let's get them in here and see how we can determine the winner.
We
of this
welcome
one.
our first athlete to the pit out of the blue corner. He's the 2023 IBJJF No-Gi World Champion at 77 kilograms from Team Atos, Ronaldo Jr.
Ronaldo Jr. makes his way to the stage. Tough match yesterday against Charles Negromonte, ended in a draw.
And his opponent making his way to the pit. He'll be in the red corner. He recorded the submission yesterday in the quarterfinal round. He's gone back-to-back with ADCC gold in 22 and 24. Please welcome at 99 kilograms, Team New Waves, Giancarlo Bodoni.
Giancarlo, 2-time ADCC champ. Money day, 50K a sub, where we at?
The whole, emphasis of our sport and the whole approach that our team has is the philosophy of our coach, John Danaher, which is control that leads to submission. So money on the line, no money on the line. You could look at every single one of our matches. That's always what we're looking to do. So it's going to be no different today, right? The extra 50K is just a bonus, but we're always looking to use that approach and go for the finish every time.
That's a cold, analytical answer. 2-time ADCC champ, man. He's here for the money.
Oh, thank you, Phil, and thank you, Giancarlo. Well, touch of hands, we're underway here. Black for Ronaldo Jr., white for Bodoni. These guys have never faced each other before.
I think Ronaldo's best play is going to be to get into his front headlock game. He's got a monster anaconda choke, and if he can drag Giancarlo into that game, either from some sort of snap down or from some sort of passing situation, maybe even like a high step off of his guard, I think that's his best chance at victory.
One of the things we spoke about yesterday, guys, is Ronaldo Jr., yes, he's at 77 kilos, but you look at him, it's a big 77 kilos, it's a big, long frame.
Yeah, he didn't look small compared to the 88 Charles Negromonte yesterday, and he doesn't look that much smaller than... Nice shot there, pick up on the single. He doesn't look that much smaller than Giancarlo, who was up at 99, so... But Giancarlo weighed in at 93 and 94 kilos.
Look at that, just masterful work.
Oh, shot the leg entry.
Into the ham sandwich there. Switches off to control the other leg. Giancarlo answers very, very well.
No, he spent a lot of time defending these leg entanglements from the bottom guard player.
Yeah, and Giancarlo's got good counters as well. Remember when he saw what he did to Owen O'Flanagan there at ADCC 2022? You got to be careful if you're Ronaldo Jr. where you leave your feet.
No matter what, this is the last match of this first semi-final duel. It's all going to come down to this one. A submission will end it instantly. If not, we go to the judges' scorecards on this and 3 of the previous matches. And it's very, very close.
Giancarlo high-stepping around, but a good scoop. Now looking for the back.
Big trouble.
He's got a good stretch on that bottom leg there. Let's see if he can get that right leg up and around for the back control.
He's got to get a little more control with that left side. He's a little too low on the thigh.
And he's got a good seatbelt. That was a beautiful directional change from Giancarlo in that passing sequence, but very impressed with Ronaldo's recovery right there.
6 minutes to work. 6 minutes to work.
Right in front of John Danaher in the new wave corner.
Clear the foot off the hip.
Giancarlo just peeling off that single leg X, foot in the hip. But nice extension. Using those long legs is Ronaldo Jr.
Really good control on the bottom here, but only trying to snatch the chin. No, look at that left hand.
Got a chin strap.
And he's trying to use his... So Ronaldo's holding on to that ankle, hoping that he can continue to drive it forward. But Giancarlo might be thinking about trying to use that grip to isolate the leg. He's going to go for his cradle.
Beautiful.
Up against the pit wall now. Bodoni weighing heavy, and this could make it a little tricky. Look at that thumb post on the throat from Bodoni.
Constant forward pressure too, man. Heavy, exhausting game that Bodoni's putting down on him.
Ronaldo Jr. actually with a bit of a larger competition record than Bodoni, but of course Bodoni with the bigger no-gi accolades.
Yeah, Ronaldo only really started to focus on no-gi over the last like 2 years or so. And it was a shaky start, but he really found his rhythm. And he's undefeated in no-gi over the last couple of years, actually. And he's picked up some big wins in that time, too.
Well, both these men carrying the entirety of their teammates on their backs here. We saw that great shot earlier when Pena snagged that submission. The reaction of his teammates backstage in the waiting rooms. Utterly elated.
Oh, high risk.
Uh-oh. Guillotine jump. He's going to try and transition on top here.
Still in the front headlock.
He's going high risk. He's doing his best to try and punch that left arm around the neck, but look at that scramble.
Tries to go to the back. It ends up on the bottom.
Ronaldo's slippery, man. He's a hard guy to hold down, that's for sure.
Bodoni working this shoulder crunch over on the other side already.
Yeah, he's trying to work that left hook in as well. That's the one that's going to come in and do the damage to lift him.
Watch
Going
out.
triangle
Scooping
now.
under for an armbar. Classic armbar. He found that elbow in the center.
Yeah, shoves it back inside. He's laced that left arm over to try and control. The question is, can he get the left leg out and around and control the head and posture of Ronaldo Jr. quick enough?
If he goes armbar, we could see Ronaldo slam his way out because you're, oh, there he is, gets it across.
Perfect.
Oh, he's rolled him over.
Wants that foot behind. There,
Goes to the back, what a transition.
Ronaldo trying to shake him off. He might get the turn out of this and end up on the bottom of mount. Oh, nice save by Bodoni.
Well, this is great work for Bodoni on the judges' scorecards, but he's to the back with the body triangle, looking for the hand fight now.
3 minutes, 3 minutes.
Giancarlo is just dominating the pace of this match right now. It's all Bodoni.
Methodical and perfect. That's how I would describe this performance for Bodoni.
And he said that, didn't he? He said the 50K is great.
Oh, the arm's going over the neck.
Oh, some blood on the face of Ronaldo Jr. as well. 220, still a long time to work, guys.
He did say that, Josh, you're right. And that's Giancarlo's game. He's just all about the search for the submission. Doesn't matter if there's money on the line or not.
Well, he might come out to mount here. Look at the torque in the spine.
Get behind his elbow.
Can he flatten him out here? No, he twists and turns again. You guys said it earlier, Ronaldo Jr., a tricky, quirky customer.
Switching side to side with both arms.
And you know, Ronaldo trains at Atos HQ. He's got guys like Kynan on his back all day, every day in positions like this. You know, he's been here before, that's for sure. But that is
tight. The squeeze is coming in.
That is coming on.
Bodoni, look, oh, and he gives it up. Still a minute and a half to work, and he might be out here. Oh, ends him bouncing arm again. Rolling Jujigatami for Giancarlo Bodoni.
Ronaldo left that arm hanging out. Now Giancarlo's in a great position.
Gets the legs.
Over.
So smooth with that swim move. Goes
classic jiu-jitsu.
Can he break the grip? The second leg. Now he's working this grip.
A minute 12 left here.
Better grip. Better grip for Ronaldo. He's turning to his knees.
Oh, he's gonna
put some pressure down. Watch yourself.
Giancarlo Bodoni puts New Wave in to the final of CJI 2 and backs himself $50,000.
$50K in the bank for your boy Bodoni. Perfect jiu-jitsu. I mean, that was as good as it gets from start to finish. Flawless, perfect technical jiu-jitsu, controlling, threatening, and finishing.
Man, I like a pissed off Giancarlo Bodoni. I hope he was a bit upset after yesterday and we get more of that from him.
Well, New Wave win the duel and will go through to the semi-final against the winners of B-Team versus the Australasian Devils.
Brandon, you prophesied it. You said you think the linchpin is Bodoni. Let's take a look at the finish. Talk us through it, guys.
Well, this is the very end here. The arm got stretched out early, and he kept that arm lock for a long time. There was going to be no fake taps on this one, buddy. He was the victim of something like that possibly yesterday. And when it came his time, tap, 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 tap. No question about that one. Beautiful swim move to get there, though. The way he tried to collect the first leg, check that reaction.
Look at Vagner just come out and shared a moment with Bodoni. These guys are very happy. They are still in the running for $1 million.
It was a hard-fought duel. Very, very hard-fought, but I mean, they came through. They did what they needed to do. Luke Griffith with his submission over Diego Pato. Felipe Pena had a submission over Luke Griffith. Dorian Olivares just disrespecting Felipe Pena from start to finish in that one. But Giancarlo was the anchor. And when it came down to it, there was no questions, no decision necessary.
Let's go ahead, get the official decision. Michael C. Williams is in the pit with our winners.
Ladies and gentlemen, in the first team duel here, day 2, CJI 2. With 1 minute, 3 seconds remaining in the entire duel. In the match itself, the tap comes, the submission by armbar ends it, and sends the team to the $1 million championship round. Advancing, give it up for Coach Danaher, Team New Wave.
Well, Team New Wave are going to be the first up. They are with Alex Wendling.
Standing by with the New Wave Warriors that just punched into the finals of CJI 2. Giancarlo Bodoni, Luke Griffith, $50K from that submission bonus. I know newly engaged, some of that money might be going towards the wedding.
No, well, I actually already got married, so we don't have to worry about that. But obviously for me, disappointing performance. It wasn't about the money. I wanted to set my team up, and unfortunately failed at that tonight. But Giancarlo came back and got it done, so I'm so proud of him.
And I know a lot of people look at you as the leader, Giancarlo, so how great does it feel knowing you got it done to your team, locking your guys' spot in the finals?
Yeah, it's great, obviously, to get the final submission a day to close it off, but I wouldn't have been able to do it with these guys. They came out, put on a killer performance. I mean, the Giant Slayer over here. We got the frickin' Phenom Mika. We got Vagner, who's a legend. We got Luke Griffith, obviously, who put on an incredible finish today. And then we have our amazing coach who leads us the whole way. So we're on to the finals. See you guys soon.
We can't wait to see it. New Wave Warriors locking their spot into the finals. Give it up, ladies and gentlemen.